Good evening, everyone. If you don't already know me, I'm Lily Valour, and if you do already know me, welcome back. I'm back again with a drawing session a little bit later, but you know, just getting it done. So yeah, still working on the same drawing as last time. I didn't actually work on that much, I think, since the last stream. I think I finished, or I filled in some gaps that were around this waist area that I left from last time. But besides that, I'm hoping to make decent progress across like the top half here. I'm not sure if I can get the whole thing this evening, tonight, words. But we'll see. We'll try. Yeah. I've got 2 albums today. And one of them is, I guess it was Nowhere, by Above Below. And then the second one I haven't listened to yet, but we'll get there. I'll get to that. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Have a seat, get a drink. Hopefully nothing overheats. It's been a bit tricky lately with the summer heat, but we persist. Where am I working? Oh, here. I'm having one of those moments where there's a lot of like blank space and I feel like nervous to start in it because what if I like mess it up? But it's honestly pretty hard to mess up. So sometimes you just gotta say fuck it. Throw down some ink. You know, I was really responsible today and I refilled my ink pen prior to starting. Oh my gosh. I can't draw and talk. Anyways, I filled it ahead of time because that's what responsible artists do instead of running out midstream. You know, now that I've been streaming for like a little while, I feel like it gets easier to lock in. Like once I'm once I place myself in the situation. Like the ritual of setting up. Like the setup feels like I don't know, a commute mentally. And then, you know, you get to work. I think this will probably be my last stream of this drawing. There's really not much left. I still gotta figure out what I'm doing for the background here. Like I've got this diamond shape, but I don't really know what I'm gonna do with it yet. The song slaps. Is this a new album? It kind of is. I think it's only my like third time listening to it. So it's like new in that way. I think it also came out earlier this year, maybe last year. To be honest, I don't remember. One of the two. It disconnected though. Hold on. What happened? Okay. I think Spotify glitched for a second. Hey, Small Killers. Babe, yeah, he did the thing. He carried it home here for you guys. By you guys, I mean France supporters. Yeah, I mean, that was a satisfying game to watch. Nothing too dramatic or like, I don't know. Honestly, I just hate a scoreless game. So, give me goals. Oh shit, we almost done? Yeah. Yeah, I was just saying that this is gonna be the last stream of this one. Yeah. Well, ideally, right? But there's not that much left. Yeah, I gotta figure out what I'm drawing after this. I have this idea for like doing a series of drawings, like all within the same like realm of clothing, obviously. But like I want it to be like a 7-part thing. Just to like sort of set myself up for the rest of the year. And yeah, so I gotta figure out what I'm doing next. I've never really been good at like lining a bunch of stuff up for myself. Hold on, the music. Wait, I may need to steal this one. Yeah, this band is actually pretty good. I have not heard of them before. I've only listened to this album a few times. Yeah, no, it slaps. I've been on a really good stride of finding some good music lately. I'm gonna pluck some of my favorite songs from like the last couple albums and send them over to Bequatro. And if he likes them, then we're good. But if he doesn't, then we'll have issues. He'll love them. Nice. Bequatro is my music twin. Bro is really into music. Yeah, he seems like it. Which is good. I mean, you need to be if we're gonna be making AMVs and stuff. Or just any edit, really. I feel like people don't really realize sometimes like how much the music impacts the experience. Like there's a reason why people love like film scores and video game soundtracks. Like it really plays a huge part. Also, if you haven't noticed, I updated the look of the chat box. And I think it looks pretty nifty. I don't know. It's really such like a small change. For some reason, like on days I'm gonna stream is whenever I start feeling like experimenting with stuff. But like never any other day of the week. For some reason, I just don't care. But you know, on stream days we do it. We change everything. It feels more in place, yeah, you know, and like it looks like a message box. Your username and your like message are like separate. Just looks nice. Looks clean. Yeah, I don't know. You could say like a whole paragraph of text and it would be like it would still look nice. I saw that some people have like really cute ones. I didn't really want to go that route. More organized, yeah. We like that. You have a new stream setup planned since last month. Haven't had no time to do anything. Oh, dude, I feel you. You have been doing other very important things, though. So you'll be back to it in no time. Let yourself, you know what? Let yourself get set up and organized. And then once you're in the flow of things, you know, it'll all be in place. Yeah, sometimes I have like this fear where if I leave something like on the creative back burner for too long, it'll just like disappear. Magnus had a word for this and I forget. I think it was like a forever dream or something, where like it's always just like kind of there looming in the background, but you like never get around. My God, you never get around to doing it. I have that fear sometimes. But honestly, I think the reality of it is that everything just takes a long time. Almost all good, just waiting for my internet to be back. Oh, that's right, dude, I forgot. You've been using all your data to watch the World Cup games. Everyone go subscribe to Small Killer's Twitch channel so he can pay his phone bill. Still going on data, surprisingly nice. Well, thanks for using your data to be in this stream right now. Very much appreciated. Yes. Jeez, dude, that riff makes me want to like calmly and peacefully punch walls. casually and respectfully throw hands. Congrats on the 200 subs. Thank you. I'm quite pleased. You know, didn't I have a fun idea for like hitting like 500 or like 1,000 subs? I had an idea once. I can't remember it now. Dang, I should have written it down. You know, if we hit 10,000 subs, I will stream my Animal Crossing island. It would be completely unrelated to absolutely anything. But that'd be my party. Magnus really gotta step his game up now. Yeah. Yeah, dude told me that in a week he's gonna lock in. I don't know what that means. I don't know what I should expect. But whatever it is, I'm prepared. If Magnus takes it up a notch, I've got to take it up too. Triple the notches. I believe I know half of it. Interesting. Did he make you sign an NDA? Yeah, no, just kidding. Don't tell me. I want to be surprised. Maybe because you're involved? Oh, okay. I see how it is. Double trouble. Actually, that's totally what you guys are. Whenever it's you guys and Baquatro, it's the toxic trio. But whenever it's just two of y'all, then double trouble. You know, I wasn't gonna leave this waist high like white like how I did with the last one, but I kind of don't mind it. I'm gonna wait until I get like closer to the end to decide. Originally I was just gonna ink it like everything else. Kind of looks cool. I don't know. It really pops. At the same time though, I feel like it would be nice if it like just blended in. Yeah, like if I were to leave it just like this, like white I mean, I would definitely like really sharpen up the edges just to like overemphasize it almost. You know what? Yeah, we might leave it. I wasn't going to originally, but we might. This one's gonna be a fun one to edit. The process video, I mean, it'll be slightly less about like the process and kind of more about the outcome. But you know, we'll get there. Well, funny enough, the dress that I'm drawing is literally the dress I'm wearing right now. So I'm excited to see how you edit the transition between me wearing it and me drawing it. Just for something, just something for you to think about. To be honest, I'm not really sure what I want. But it's also one of those things where I'm just gonna give it to you and be like, you do it. You got it. Just, I don't know. Just do something with this. Yeah, it is. Okay, sick. Yeah, I'll find a good... I don't know. I have found so many good riffs lately that it's gonna be hard to pick one, but I'll find something. In a very chill way, I'm mosh pitting in my mind. Dude, friggin' look at that. It's crazy. How are you liking your new place, Smalls? got all your 10 billion monitors up. I feel like whenever I would move, like, my desk setup would be the first thing I would do. Like, maybe even before the bed. Nice, you've got everything set up. I did set up my desk before my bed. Yeah, dude, it's so real. Somehow work is more important than rest. I am missing an AC. Dude, you need one. Oh my god. Ordering it tomorrow? Yeah. My goodness. It has definitely been toasty. This song has been stuck in my head like all day today. Just this one. I started playing Death's Door on the Switch. Do you know what it is? Or have you ever played it? I think it's a roguelike kind of game. You're a little crow with a sword collecting souls. You're like a little Grim Reaper. Death's Door, yes. I heard a lot of others really enjoyed it, so when it went on sale, I got it. Yeah, I really like it. It's like a 3D isometric environment. Yeah, it's like a little puzzly combat. There's boss fights with multiple phases, and you can level up your dexterity and strength. Honestly, roguelike is not my style game, to be honest. I mean, you know the games I like, so like I am usually a little bit more chill. I also like games where yeah, I don't know. I'm just not good. I never really got good at those kind of games. But I'm really liking it. I don't know, I'm enjoying it a lot. And the dialogue's really cute. But now that I'm enjoying it, I feel like I want to try more. Like maybe I didn't understand the premise before, where I'm like, I don't want to die a bunch of times. That's kind of annoying. But like now I'm like, okay. You're kind of supposed to die a lot of times, so that you can like learn what you need to learn. But it is frustrating. The art is really nice. Like I tried playing Hollow Knight, and it's similar in that way, where like maybe you're not supposed to win the boss fight on the first try. You can like learn things about it as you keep trying, and like the combat patterns. But I just hate that. I don't know. And so Hollow Knight I never finished, ever. And I stopped pretty early on. I also think I don't like the sort of 2D platformer look. Like I do enjoy the 3D look of Death's Door. So I wonder if that's part of it. But yeah, it's not really my type game. I feel like I get it now though. Like I definitely didn't really get it before, but now I do. I hate and love it. Yeah. Well, I watched Magnus play Hollow Knight, the new one. Silk Song, I think. And I remember he hated like having to go through the map and like go through all the paths and whatnot. I forget what he called it. Death's Door is not as bad in that way, like map-wise. Like I think Death's Door makes sense. It's like pretty straightforward, which is nice. I hate being stuck, but I love when I start to lock in, like I'm Cabo Verde. Yeah, I don't think that happens very often. I think that might be a very rare occasion. But you know, you never know when you're gonna surprise everyone, so. You know, the moral of the story is always root for the underdog, I guess. But sometimes you need immense pressure to put on that sort of performance. Diamond in the rough kind of vibe, right? Put on the pressure, see what happens. And it's never too late to lock in. It hurts to root for the underdogs. It does, yeah, sometimes. But someone's gotta do it, you know? Doing a good deed. You know, a band I haven't listened to in a while is Dayseeker. But that little vocal riff right there reminded me of their singer. So maybe next time I'll put on some Dayseeker. This fan. There's no wind, really. You know, the indoor breeze. Just playing. I have a fan next to me. To prevent everything from overheating. You know, these are problems I didn't know I would have in the summer. And now we know. Indoor winds. She got a whole indoor ecosystem and weather forecast. Listen, man. Sometimes it's stormy in here, and sometimes it's nice and sunny. It just depends on whether or not I've eaten. Just kidding, I'm not that bad. It would be so nice, though, to have, like, an indoor rainforest. I guess it'd be kind of humid. But, like, in my mind, I imagine, like, a misting waterfall and a lot of monsteras and other viney plants. That'd be nice. I'd be okay with that. Some frogs, you know. I don't know about the frogs. A whole river in the hallway. That'd be so cool. Go into the dining room and there's like a sloth. I need more plants. Plants just like make everything nicer. Like just a few can make such a big difference. I should get plants. I want a mini garden in my balcony. You should. You definitely should. You know, everyone always, not everyone, I don't know who I'm talking about to be honest, but like sometimes I feel like people, like a lot of people say they kill plants easily, but those are the same people that also try to get succulents and like cacti as their first plant because like the perception is it doesn't need to be watered as much. And so then you're like, oh, it doesn't need to be watered as much. I probably won't kill it if I forget to water it. The thing is, they're still sensitive in other ways where like if you water it too much or like too much at a time or the soil doesn't have good drainage, then it will die also fast. And so to that, I'm like, I don't know. Yeah, they don't need a lot of water, but they're also easy to kill. So like, you need a plant that is resilient if you're going to forget to water it. But then there's some plants that are resilient and love water at the same time. Anyway, so you should get a pothos. Or bamboo. Either one of those. Whenever you get them, I can give you the rundown. But like even just like 2 just makes a huge difference. Adds a little color, freshens your air, you know, it's nice. I just realized we're on to the next album. I actually haven't listened to this one the whole way through. I only found like 1 song off of it. And I liked it. So now we're listening to the whole thing. But I don't know anything about it, so... Seems alright though so far. I feel like I'm doing pretty good on time right now. Like halfway-ish. You know, I did say before I was gonna do this like 3-hour vibe. And like, I do still think that's a vibe, not for today, but like, yeah, it's just too hard right now with the sun setting a little bit later. It's just like not nighttime soon enough. So that's just where we're at right now. Yeah. I feel good though. So we'll go for another hour and then see where we are. Oh, this is the song that I first heard that put me onto this album. This is still the same song. I see why I liked it. I love when songs have like so many different parts within them. Like, yeah, dude, take your time. Had everything you dream of, do it. I try to get the good part of each section sometimes when I edit. Yeah, you know, it's so sick. It's just so nice. It's just tasty. There's no other way to explain it. It's just tasty. I'm sure it's so satisfying too. Like, whenever you get stuff lined up perfectly, do you ever, like, watch it back on loop and you're like, wow, dude. Hell yeah. Like, I feel like you have to hype yourself up, like, partway through the process. Or, like, as you go. If it looks really good. I used to do that whenever I would get whenever I would draw a really good fold. Sometimes I would like stand up and walk away and be like, dude, look at me. Look at this fucking fold. You know, the fact that you can make a 7 to 8 second video, I guess the more recent videos I've been doing are like 10 seconds. But like, to cram as much coolness into those short few seconds, like that already is cool to me. And it just makes me realize that whenever you do things that are like 2 to 3 minutes long, like how much editing that actually takes. Like, it's kind of nuts. And to have the whole thing like flow really well, it's like definitely a challenge. I feel like 2 to 3 minutes is like actually a lot longer than you think. It really depends. Yeah, maybe on like the complexity or the footage. How well you slept. Sometimes I don't really focus on the small details, since with a lot of effects or slash filters, it carries the edit. Yours is really more focused on the small details, so it takes more time for that. That's fair. I do see what you're saying. Like sometimes you can just like put it together and it's sort of like there. But then because the videos are so short, you have to like really fine tune the details so that like every moment hits. And then there's the edits I make assets from scratch. Yeah, I can't even imagine. Yeah. That sounds hard. That's cool though that you can do that. Like, I don't think I would even know where to begin. Or like what I would even use it for. You and Two Frames gotta do a blender off one of these days. It's been a while. You guys haven't done one since like what, Christmas? Dude, this groove right now. This is this band's pocket. And I love it. It's a good pocket. Hydration break. You know, I was feeling thirsty, so this is perfect. Just off to the side. Why are you laughing? Wow. I didn't know the funniest part of my whole stream was gonna be drinking water out of a straw. Sorry. And we are so close to being done. Yeah. I know, but like, the hardest part is gonna be the neck. Like, wait, these folds. These up here are so small and intricate that I don't know what to do. That is unique. What is unique? Drinking water out of a straw? Straws are unique. Okay, well the thing is, the lipstick makes it hard to drink normally. So, for the sake of performance, I must use the straw. I don't just like love straws, you know? I'm not like I don't like care about straws like that. Although I will say, it is a reusable straw, which is better for the environment than using plastic ones. Plastic disposable ones. And that's Lily Valour on straws. Yeah. This is Valour After Dark. It's post 10 p.m., so, you know, this is what you get. Honestly, I'm just in a good mood. Did you just give me a red card? That's crazy. That's crazy. Straight red? Come on, man. At least give me a yellow. Damn. Straight out of here. Boo. You've been waiting to use that? Oh my gosh. You've just been waiting for me to say something questionable. I'm surprised you didn't use it whenever I was talking about respectfully mosh pitting. Moshing. Mosh pitting. Jeez. Moshing. In a pit. Whatever. Yeah, instead of the chill command, now it's just a red card. It'll be command red, and then... the text will just be ref in all caps and like a bunch of exclamation points. See, but I said respectfully and in a calm and relaxed manner, headbanging. Well, if I get red carded, does that mean I'm not allowed to play in the next stream? I'll just have to get a fill-in. Next week's Ink With Me is going to be hosted by Smalls because Lily was red carded. Let Magnus take over the stream. He'll get me banned. We need T to check the VAR. Yeah. That's true. She's the off-screen official. She's a little biased though, don't you think? I might get away with a lot if T's the one checking the VAR. Isn't that what you want? Yeah, you know, but I also like having integrity. If I ever did something terrible and someone was like, T, did you see that? She would just be like, I didn't see anything. And then I would tee-hee my way away into the horizon. I think I might aim to finish the torso, and I will finish the neck off stream, like tomorrow. But like, I feel like I can get this little segment in the next, what? Oh, 40 minutes? Oh, I'm good. Yeah. Honestly, no, don't, let me not get ahead of myself. Let's just aim for the torso. I want to finish the torso for sure. If we get to the neck, we'll get to it. What is the plan with the background? Yeah, I'm not sure yet. Yeah. We've got this diamond. Originally, I was thinking of making it like a solid, lighter shade of gray. So like, I was thinking about outlining the dress a little bit more to emphasize the silhouette, and then just have like a, so I guess more subtle, like lighter value diamond in the background. But then I also started thinking about what if I made it really dark at the bottom and had a gradient where it got lighter towards the top. And like from a stippling standpoint, it would be kind of harder. Actually no, I think doing a flat value would be harder because it's hard to maintain it throughout the area. But I also don't know if doing the gradient would make sense. But I'm not sure. I don't know. I was gonna use a different pen as well. Like I was gonna use a smaller dot so that it was more like fine. It would like, it wouldn't stand out very much. But like, yeah. So my original thought was to have it be like not noticeable. But now I also feel like I want to make it more dramatic, so I'm not sure. Like if it's lighter, maybe the dress would pop more. But then if it's like this gradient, I think it would just be, it would be like sick, you know? Like there's no real, I don't know. I feel like I'm leaning towards the gradient because I have done like a solid sort of background before. Which one was it? It was one of the pieces that I did like in the very beginning of my art practice, I guess. It was one of the cards. I think it was my brain. The 10 of spades, right? The 10 of spades has the hooded face, and then the spade is a... No, that's the jack. The jack is a rabbit, or a jackrabbit's head, and in the background is a spade. That's sort of like lightly stippled. So it's like noticeable, but like not a major element. And so I was thinking about doing something like that. But now that I've remembered that I've done that before, now I don't want to do it. So now I think I might do the gradient. Also, I just like having darker bits. The more ink, the happier I am. Yeah, well, I guess that answers the question, huh? I think I'm gonna do the gradient. I already did the other thing before. It's okay, I can do things twice. It's gonna be fine. But yeah, I think I'll just... I don't know, we'll see. In the digital mock-up I made, like, of this drawing before I started it, on paper, I just have the diamond being, like, a solid value. And to be honest, I didn't even think about doing a gradient then. But it's like, do you go with the original idea, or do you go with the thing that you came up with later as you were working on it? Unfortunately, I can't do both. And there's no undo.
Against the falling sun, living it all undone. I come down as an artisan, wonder where all the artists from.
This album has been very poetic. I like it. Sorry, I just remembered the whole drinking water out of a straw moment. You know, I used to use those like biodegradable paper straws, and it takes me so long to get through a water that they would just like get soggy in the cup. And it would be like equally disappointing. I'd be like, wow, dude. Not only am I bad at drinking water, but I'm like trying to use a straw to make it easier, and the straw is now just disintegrating because I'm taking so long. It's insane. Dude, I'm like almost done. Shit is crazy. Just happens like so fast nowadays. I kind of stopped recording how many hours things take me. It was easy to tell before whenever I was recording, like every second. But now I don't really keep track. Which I don't know if that's a good thing or not. Like, part of me is like, it's a good thing because I'm not worrying about it. It also, I don't know, there's something kind of frightening about the idea of like, hey, I spent like 200 hours on this one drawing. And I'm like, oh my god, what am I doing? Like, it's amazing and I love it, but like, maybe I'm better off not knowing. But at the same time, I'm like, am I getting faster? I don't know. Am I getting better? It's looking pretty nice. Thank you. Look at the past stream. I mean, yes, like, but I still work on it like throughout the week, like off stream. And I don't like keep track of those hours. So I'm like, I'm not sure. I mean, I can still probably get a good estimate, but like, I don't know. Some people are really meticulous. Shouldn't worry about how long it takes. Yeah. You know, I know you're right, but like, it's hard not to. Although I chose this, you know, like, I could do other art things that don't take as long, but this is what I want for some reason. I used to have like a spreadsheet where I kept track of my hours. Like I built a button into it that would be like clocking in, and then like when I was done drawing I would clock out, and it would just automatically calculate my art time. It was basically my like artist timesheet, and that was just my way originally of building the discipline, where I'm like, okay, if I want to treat this like a real job, I need to clock in and clock out so that I can like mentally be there. And also know how much time I'm putting in. And that was fun. Like, it was fun because I could see how my habits got better over time. Like, in the beginning, I could only draw for like 45 minutes at a time, or like 30 minutes. Like each session I would sit down to draw, like I would clock in, clock out. And if I came back like later that day, I would clock in, clock out. And like just literally keep track of every moment I was at the desk. And then after a while, like I did that for a couple of months. And after a while on the spreadsheet, you could see that like I went from having 30-minute sessions to like 2 hours, 2.5 hours. And then by that point, I think I had already established the habit. So I stopped keeping track. And then it started turning into like 5-6 hours. And now I'm good. And now I don't use it anymore. I haven't used that spreadsheet since like 2020, I don't know, 23. Hello, thanks for joining the stream. Hope you're having a good night. At that time too, I had just like left my job. And so I think I was still trying to stay in sort of like work mentality by doing the clocking in and clocking out. It's crazy how over time it just started becoming routine. It is crazy. But like that was such a cool way of tracking the habit and like seeing if, I don't know, it was like a fun personal experiment. When I look back on it, it seems a little crazy. Like, of course, I would have made a spreadsheet to keep track of my art hours. That's like so me. But it really worked. So, you know, it's fine. Oh, the music is circling back around to the first band that we listened to. That's fine. That means my time here is coming to an end. But I'm going to finish this section. I'm not going to finish the whole neck, but I will just finish this little section. And then I suppose we'll call it a night. I am so impressed at how much I got done today. W productive night indeed. Well, I hope you also got stuff done. Unless I've just been a huge distraction, but you know, hopefully you were productive as well. You know, I think school's out for the summer, but once it's back around, like later this year, I think I'm gonna really lean into the whole like study with me vibe. Except I'm just drawing. I was doing offline edits. Nice. Offline. Dang, dude. That's rough. It's crazy how, like, so used to the internet we are. Like, if my Wi-Fi goes out for, like, 5 minutes, I'm like, what am I gonna do? I feel like I whipped this drawing out of nowhere. I was busy setting up my new place, but now I actually have free time. Very nice, very nice. Also, the World Cup was keeping me busy too. Yeah, I totally get that. Well, now the games are a little bit more spread out now that it's coming to an end. So, the time commitment is a little bit more lenient. Also, what's up, Z? The stream is slowly coming to an end here as I finish this last little spot. But thanks for joining and saying hi. I appreciate it. Yeah, I was gonna finish this whole neck area, but I'm just gonna finish this little triangle thing. And we'll go from there. But you just got here. Yeah, I know. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. You know, I was gonna do a 3-hour stream, but But I don't feel like it, so. Yeah, I'm just gonna finish this little corner. It's okay, you still got me for like 10 minutes. 15 maybe. Yeah, I wish I had a better reason, but I'm hot and tired and that's just the vibe right now. I hope you're having a good night though. It's getting late. There's always next week. You are right. There's always next week. Same place, same time. Not feeling like it is simply the best reason for anything. This is true. I only recently learned that I don't wanna is a completely valid reason sometimes. Most of the time. Probably all of the time. No, just most of the time, I think. But yeah. I'm trying to unlearn obligation whenever it's not necessary. Something free will. Something about this doesn't look right. I think I just made it too light. You know what? Just like that. Boom. Folds. How crazy, dude. When I started at the beginning of this stream, like none of this torso was done, except for like right above the waistline. Like this whole middle part, like literally wasn't there. So it's looking pretty good. Wow, a wild 2 frames. W stream, thank you very much. Ghost frames away. Bye. Thanks for coming to haunt me for 2 seconds. Appreciate it. Just a drive-by. A quick drive-by 2 frames. Terror frame. Terror frames. Well, something about this fold I like still don't like, but it's okay. Maybe I just need to look at it in like different lighting. I think this part is like too chunky. It looks really good though, thank you. Yeah, something just about this upper part, I think. I just need to blend it out better or something. Like around the shoulder. Maybe it's this part. I don't know what's playing now, sorry. It's okay. Coming to an end here. Maybe it's like too... Oh, wait a minute. You made this line here, or like this shadow here is just a little too harsh. Soften that up. When in doubt, just add more dots. You know? Can never go wrong. I'm impressed how you can make something look so three-dimensional using nothing but dots. Thank you. Yeah, it is kind of wild. I like sometimes forget how wild it is until I see it happening. That's what I love about it though. You know, you can get really dark darks that create like so much depth. But then if you use like the white of the paper still, you can get these nice highlights. Art's cool. For sure, one of the more unique arts out there. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know how I ended up with it. I don't know why this fell into my lap and then it just never left. It's like a cat that just wanted to hang around forever. But yeah, once I started stippling, I never stopped. I don't know. I don't know, it just did something for me, I guess. But I love it. Anyway, yeah. So I finished the torso. Honestly, if I left it like this, you can't even tell that like I still need to do a neckline. But there is a bit of a like a mock neck collar going on. But I'll probably do that off stream and in the background as well once I figure out what I'm doing with that because I'm not really sure yet. But whatever it is, it'll be a surprise and you will see it probably within the next week. Ideally, I would like to finish this before the next stream. And possibly also have another drawing ready for next week. But we'll see. We'll see. Either way, should be good. W progress. Yeah, here we are. Whoa. I think I want to zoom in a bit more on this torso here. And you can get a nice juicy close-up. Whoa. Okay. There it is in all of its glory. So yeah, this part down here I had already from the last stream, and then like this part, this like left corner of the shoulder I did earlier this week. And so tonight we got this whole thing right here in the middle. Yeah, these folds down here at the bottom are freaking gnarly. But we did it. We persist. And we love it. We love it out here. Okay. Well, thank you guys for hanging out with me this evening. As always, it was a lovely time. We had some great tunes, more good tunes. I've been on a nice music kick lately. and it has been fun to share with you. But anyway, yeah, thank you so much, and I hope you guys have a wonderful night, and I'll see you next time.